everybody. I'm back again. I don't have my good lips on today. No filter, so you're just gonna have to deal with this face. I'm sorry. Um, but it's the face God gave me, so we're just gonna love it. And I just wanted to jump on here real quick and talk about healing, um, deliverance from the demonic, and weeping bitterly before the Lord. I mentioned in, I think, 2 videos back, some different things that I do in my relationship with the Lord, and one is weeping bitterly before Him, and which I do quite a lot here frequently, especially after my sister died. So I'll just get into some praise and worship and just praying in tongues and praying in the Spirit, and it ends up just in a full-blown wail and weeping before the Lord. And through that, I end up getting just healing and a lot of times demonic deliverance from things, because a lot of times attached to those wounds and those hurts, are demons. And not always, but a lot of times they can be. It's just an access point for them to come in through trauma and hurt. And so anyways, tonight I found myself in another one of those moments, and I was just crying out for my kids and my sister, my brother, and just in a time of grieving, and been going through some spiritual attack that's been coming up against me, because when you go through a lot of loss and a lot of grief and a lot of trauma, you have a lot of survivor's guilt, and along with survivor's guilt can come just suicidal attacks coming against your mind, and not wanting to live or feeling bad about being alive. And I just always quickly renounce those things and try to get myself in right alignment with the Lord. And I wanted to show you a picture of my after session with the Lord in all of its glory. My glasses were completely soaked. Yes, I do have a different pair of glasses. Some people ask me that. It's weird. I don't know why you ask me. I do have 2 pairs of glasses. In case one breaks, I'd like to still see. So, anyways, just wanted to clarify that. But so here is my after picture of my session with the Lord. And as you can tell, my face is very puffy. Got a lot going on there. And so anyways, I just wanted to show you, how real it is. And what's so funny is after I have these encounters with the Lord, I just feel so much lighter. I feel so much more freedom. I feel so much happier. I did have a demon leave me during this session. And I've stated before, demons can manifest and come out in different ways. And I am a physical manifester, so anytime something happens to me in the spirit, whether it be from the Lord or whether it's something demonically coming out of me, I physically manifest in my body a lot of times by throwing up, gagging. I've also heard of people sneezing, um, burping. There's many different ways that like it could come out. Here recently, mine has been just these horrendous high pitched screams and like squeals. And anyways, that's kind of how I've been manifesting through my healing. But I feel so much more lighter and joyous. And you gotta cry and you gotta weep bitterly before the Lord. And Hannah in the Bible did that, and I just wanted to read a part of that story to you, which most of you may know it, but so I just want to read a few scriptures to you about that. So this starts in 1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 8. Then Elkanah, I think that's how you say it, her husband said to her, Hannah, why do you weep? Why do you not eat? And why is your heart grieved? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? So Hannah arose after they had finished eating and drinking in Shiloh. Now Eli the priest was sitting on the seat by the doorpost of the tabernacle of the Lord. And she was in bitterness of soul and prayed to the Lord and wept in anguish. So she was asking the Lord to give her a son, and she was just full of grief about it because she, was not bearing any children. And Eli thought she was drunk. She was just weeping so bitterly. But verse 15 goes on to say, But Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor intoxicating drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Do not consider your maidservant a wicked woman, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief I have spoken until now. So then Eli goes on to tell her, go in peace, and, may the Lord grant your request. And then it says at the end of it, and the Lord remembered her. So, when we go and we weep bitterly before the Lord, He sees us in our sorrow and in our grief, and He wants to heal us, and He wants to deliver us, and He wants to set us free from things that are holding us back. But unless you get into that secret place with the Lord and actually go and set yourself apart to spend time with Him and seek His presence, go in through worship, enter into His gates with worship and praise and magnifying His name, and throwing yourself at His mercy. And you have to seek out your healing and your deliverance. It's it's just something that we all should be doing, especially if you have a lot of trauma, a lot of loss, a lot of grief. So I went many years thinking that, I'm good, I'm, making it through, I'm fine, and I did make it through, but I wasn't fine, and I want to be, I want to live in the Lord's joy and His overflow, and be happy and joyous and free in every area of my life. And we can't do that unless we get into the secret place with the Lord and we let Him heal those things. And sometimes it's not pretty. It's not always pretty. It looks like this. So I just pray that you can get ugly before the Lord like me, and that the Lord will heal you as you continue to seek Him and get in His presence and weep before Him. And I just pray for healing and deliverance in every area of your life in Jesus.